We all start off with the matrix inside of us, inside the matrix. We all start off like Neo did. There's none born inside without the holes. We all start off plugged, okay? So, yeah, at some time I had a concoction of all this stuff too, and I'm glad I did, because the erasure of the programming causes me to find where I'm at now and talk with you. If I was still immersed in the programming and didn't erase it, I wouldn't have any ability to share what I am sharing. But the fact that I was there and have left offers me the ability to share, because I can understand the very things that you're communicating with me. I say you haven't brought anything to the table. You haven't. I understood at once and was entranced by all those things as you are now. I was running all those programs, all those different concoctions, all going through my mind. I was exactly as you are. So the fact that I was there and have unplugged is the difference. And it's all I have to offer you. I just don't know what else to say. I'll go back to what I originally started with, the matrix and how you compare it. Starting to believe. I'm not saying you're the one. I'm not saying I'm the one. But by seeing what I'm talking about, you can undergo the same process that Neo did. You can start to believe. You can start to see what you were subjected to as exactly what I'm talking to you about. And as you become unplugged, you can start to see how all things in this world are made up of that potpourri supermarket of ideas. You can start to see this. Once you've seen this, you're never going to just magically erase all the ideas from you ever knowing. Did Neo forget where he lived? Did Neo forget where he worked? No. When he was driving by, he said, I used to eat at that place. But he never looks at it the same again. He realizes that it was something that was from the old way when he was plugged in. That's all I'm asking you to do. When you go to that pool hall, when you go to that shopping center, when you go to your work, when you're at home, when you're operating on the internet, whatever you're doing, you'll only remember it as what you used to do. You'll still have the connection with it and understand the concepts of what you used to know. You still have the programming. The programming's all real. Just like on the Matrix, they can plug in any program they want and relive it or simulate it or whatever, but can disconnect from the mainframe. Now when they're in a program, like when Neo was walking through all those people, and he said, what, this isn't the Matrix? No, this is a simulation of the Matrix. The difference is that now when you're dealing with the ideas and you're talking with me or anyone else, you know you're disconnected from the hold they had over you. You can still talk about those ideas and simulate those ideas, but it's disconnected from the mainframe now. Now when you talk about them, it's just a way to use words with one another. But when you're on the same page and you're in this new place where you're disconnected from the mainframe, it's a simulation only. It's a training exercise only. You're not connected and bound by the same things that held you in the Matrix world. All right, what else? Oh, yeah, I brought up something about light and energy and theories about atoms, and I think you said something that's not proven or whatever. Einstein said imagination's more important than knowledge. My general understanding of these things is more important in my capacity to imagine and be creative, as I view them, than if I had studied my whole life to become an expert on them. Because if I was an expert, I'd have all the knowledge, but would I get caught up in the knowledge more and not have the power of the imagination? Einstein had both. That's why he is who he is and did the things he did, and we can still benefit from this. So all I'm saying is that while we may load a training program where you and I can talk with one another, or you may talk with yourself or with others, you're now in control of what that training program holds. Now you're not going to go and take this and that and this and that and this and that and put something together for you that then again makes you to be only the limit of what your training is, Because as long as you borrow from ideas, even if you're now disconnected from the mainframe and you're subservient to those ideas, even in your own way of being, you're still connected somehow. Because the delusions filter back in, and you allow them to do this. I suspect that this is what you're actually doing now. Some type of aversion between this and the mainframe, but definitely not completely unplugged. It doesn't matter what I suspect. What matters is that you visualize. I'm a visual artist. That's why I talk this way. That's why most people aren't going to talk this way. I have something unique to offer because I come from a unique perspective. One of my ways of connecting with people is because I see beyond what some personal beliefs and key issues that I see in religion are, and I see this bridge ability through the matrix to connect with people and get on the other side of the fence for a while and be in their world. And I hope that just my little extra time here to talk about how these correlations are slightly changed will help you somehow. But they're not going to help if you continue to do the old. At some point, I'm going to have to say, I'm not going to leave you. I'll be there, but just like you can't pull Morpheus into your world, he can't help you there. He said he could only show you the door. You got to walk through it. You can't pull me into your world. I cannot become subservient once again to these things that have captivated and bound you. I can't do that again. It's impossible. So when I talk to you about these things, nothing you hear out of my mind will ever enter into that realm of knowing again. I'm sorry. Just like nothing from Neo and all them will ever enter into the realm of, oh, I'm tripped up by that Matrix thing again. It got me. I didn't think I could get caught up by it again, but sure enough, I did. Okay, so we can't. It's what they say at the Adams Street Bridge. Here's the rules. It's my way or the highway. The reason I'm saying the same thing they are is because you know where that road goes. And if you don't get what I'm saying, I can't relate to you because I'm not going to get out of the car and walk down that rainy road again with you. I can't do it. It'd be stupid to do it. You're at that position right now. I'm saying it's my way or the highway. And you can do Neo's original reaction. Shake your fist and say, that guy's delusional. I'm not going to listen to him. I can't have it like Neo in the White Room. I can't take it. I can't believe this. No, no, no. You can have that reaction to me. And your emails come through loud and clear that that's the reaction you're having. Or you can say, when Trinity said, please, Neo, listen. And you can just have enough faith to take that blue pill. I mean, and in the Matrix, it was a red pill, but I did the reverse because I feel as though the things in the Matrix really are reversed. They're not exactly a direct correlation. They're actually a yin-yang kind of reverse thing. So when I realized that when I talk to you that when I'm talking about the Matrix, you must think it's just a direct mirror. No, it's not a direct mirror at all. You have to make these adjustments, as I explained in the beginning of this video. So I'm going to have to end on this. After this, I'm not going to be around as much. I'm going to stop in because, let's face it, I have very low video counts. Now, I have another video channel that has higher video counts, and if I put these things on there, more people would see them, and I'd start getting more reaction and really get the ball rolling. But unfortunately, I'd be using the power of that channel, and it's about other things, so I'd be mixing these videos in with it. It wouldn't work. So I'm going to have to let enough time go by and add enough videos in and keep up with regular people that talk with me so that enough viewers will eventually discover these videos, and have to give that some time. And I don't want to do it the way they do it. I don't want to rant and rave. I don't want to borrow from the collective pool of ideas. I don't want to create this, wow, what a great video. I purposely just show my own face. I purposely don't Don't put things up in front. I come from a world of video. I was a producer. I worked in the movies. I mean, I could do great videos if I wanted to. I purposely don't because I believe that's contributing to the delusion and the sugar coating or the candy coating of whatever it is you're selling. I don't want to contribute to it. I want to be the most regular guy that you can possibly imagine, which is exactly what I am. I want to portray it in that way. And the only people who are going to see what I'm saying are the ones that are genuinely looking. Just like Neo, he sensed something before he could be shown it. And that's when it starts to happen. I don't want to sound arrogant, but when the student is ready, the master will appear, okay? Or when the master is ready, the student will appear, or whichever way you want to look at it. It all kind of coincides and goes hand in hand. But let's not try to make me sucked back into this place where you're at. It can't happen. I don't believe any of those things. I don't subscribe to any of them. Any combination of them. They're all artificial and delusions of the real world. And none of these things can be known. So the real power comes in that. And the fathoming of the infinite. Please understand the fathoming the infinite. You talk to me about you want to hedge your bets and you want to be safe and you want to be, well, I can't know either, I admit it, but I'm going to do the best I can to not take a chance. If you follow that kind of mentality, if money's a problem for you, you better be playing the lottery because you have just as much chance of having your problems solved by money coming to you as you do following that line of thinking. Look, I can't comfort you. I cannot take away your fears and anxiety and depression. I cannot do anything for you in that real world. However, you can do everything for yourself by unplugging from that real world. And I can help you to understand how that, I'm being very ineffectual, I think, from what I'm hearing from your words. I can help you to understand how that can happen. But I should preface it and say, I can try to help you. But I can only show you the door. You have to walk through it. Now, I've been giving a lot of my time and effort to this, and I'll continue to, but not in the same capacity. Like I said, I'm going to be moving on to other things because my life it says I must. There are things pulling me that I've got to. I would like to continue in this avenue, and in some capacity I will, but not in the same that I have, because that was not what this was going to be. What I was really doing when I came over here was to open up a way to lay videos down that I can use for people that I'm counseling if I don't send them an email or something like that, or use an FTP or something like that. So that's what I really was here for, and I kind of got caught up in all this other stuff, which is fine because it's good. I'd like to be caught up in it, but it also is counterproductive because you don't see Morpheus and their crew going after everybody in that Matrix, do you? No, you only see them going after the ones that may be the one, or that are showing a propensity to be busting through somehow. Okay, I'm wasting my time and effort if I'm talking to someone that doesn't even want to bust through, that doesn't even want to unplug, that wants to stay there and just wants to find some concoction that'll work better. Intellectual psychotherapists and stuff like that will help you make your concoction better. Okay, there's all kinds of ways to do that. I'm not that. I'm here to separate you from your concoction that is already responsible for all the ills that you have in your mind. It's responsible for some of the good things if you think there's anything good, but it's also responsible for all the ills too. So I'm going to take you away from that. I'm going to give you an opportunity to have that door. That's all I can do. Don't ask me to do any more, and don't try to pull me in, and don't misunderstand who I am and try to make me something I'm not. It doesn't work that way. So it really is my way or the highway. However, I do have a compassion for you, and I will continue to have that compassion for you, even if you don't see what I'm talking about. But my ability to help you through that compassion is limiting by what you allow me to help you. And unfortunately, that's the reality of it. So, I mean, we can talk about this till we're blue in the face, till we're 93, and that'll always be the reality of it. And so, in direct correlation to the Matrix, that's the best I can do for now to make my words be as meaningful as I possibly in my limited form, can make them. And this is my best attempt. I hope you appreciate it, regardless of my failures and limitations in it. This is Paul Roberts, Conscious Counseling 101.